In the words of the wonderful Gandalf, fly, you fools. Okay. Let's leg it down. I do see someone down at the very end there. Panda, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome aboard. Welcome, welcome. Much appreciated. Hope you're enjoying so far tonight. Okay, so we need to just run down here, I guess. Hopefully I'm running in the right direction. Does it say where? I don't know. We'll just run this way. So, down we go. I see some horses. Oh, careful. I think we sprained our ankle. Not ideal. Gotta be a bit more careful. It looks like we're going down some of these slopes here. Awesome, glad to hear, mate. Glad to hear. Can't quite jump over that way. Oh, hang on. Ow, ow, ow. What? Hang on. Run? Okay. Whoops. Yeah, now I can see it has the A marking there. But it looks like I've gotten myself caught here, so might have to see if I can respawn somehow. Game over. Better to run and save your skin. Yep, I messed up there. That was my mistake. Hopefully I can continue. Press 1 and grab your sword. Okay, so apparently, yeah, didn't know that. So now we do actually have a sword available. That's good. Yeah, now I can actually see where I need to run to. Should have run across the main path. Yeah. Unfortunately, at times, figuring out where to go. My eyes don't usually focus on the compass at the very top like that, so kind of got baited out. Off we go. Well, given the amount of enemies that they have and my lack of experience, I don't think so. We saw how we did with Sir Radzig's sword the first time. Hang on, whoops. Okay, let's get on horseback. So WASD, X to call any time, caps lock, walking to give it time to recover, canter and gallop for the fastest, but it'll deplete stamina quicker. And left shift will just follow the path. Okay, go. Yeah. Hey Stage, good to see you, man. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna be able to do much given my lack of strength. But I mean, I'm still new to the game. I decided that it's best to keep Henry alive than risk Ham, getting caught like this, especially with the other people following him. Ooh, in the leg, that's gonna hurt. I think we might have some bandages. Who was that? Who was that? Was that Bianca or? I hope not. Pretty much. Bleeding. You need to find someone who can help you. Yeah, sure. Let's try anyway. Johanka. I don't know who that is. Maybe next playthrough. I don't know, mate. I don't know. Bunch of stuff I'm not aware of, and it's gonna be a long time until the next playthrough, I'm sure. So. Okay. Keep riding if we can. Ow, hi.
Left. Talmberg is to the left, along the stream.
Ow, keep taking damage and damage here. So it was Teresa. Okay, that's a shame. Looks like big ripper only to our girlfriend there. If had I known, I would have, but I mean, to be honest, there were no indications that it was her or anything. Okay, why am I why? I'm trying to sprint or something, but they're just behind me. There's nothing I can do here. There we go. Okay, double shift to sprint. Yeah, that's why. That was my mistake. I was only pressing shift once rather than double pressing, so that was my mistake. Yeah, and we're still bleeding out. We're gonna die here. I'm still learning the controls, ladies and gents, so do bear with me in this kind of stuff. First time ever. Yeah, probably I'm dead. So at least we'll get to respawn. If we respawn and we're able to, you know, save whoever that was, Bianca or whoever, we'll give it a try, I guess. Yeah, I'm about to bleed out here. Yep, there you go, Ripperoni. Try again, no worries. These things happen. Gotta learn somehow. Okay, so we're not able to go back and save whoever that was. Unfortunate, but it will. And given that I'm new, I probably did the best thing possible, so... Okay, one in the leg. Now we can sprint. Let's go. Any second. 3, 2, 1, and... Come on. Now, go. I can load it if I want to. I see. I don't know. Maybe another time. If I die this time, I'll go ahead and see if I can.
Talmberg is to the left.
Until then, we'll stay. We'll keep it as is, I guess.
Warn the others. They've torched Skalitz.
Okay. Horse is almost out of stamina here. We're gonna have to be careful. And we are going at full gallop, so this game throws you into the fire. You aren't chosen. You aren't the chosen one saving the world. You are an unskilled nobody. Yep, that's pretty much me in a nutshell, I'd say. So, and it's great. Yeah, that's true. You know, it's realistic after all. Okay, yeah, horse is almost out of stamina. Gonna have to be careful, and I can hear them screaming behind me, so I'm not too happy. Go. Maybe with a bit of... Yeah, we're not bleeding out as much, so that's a good sign, I'd say. We might have a chance at this. Enter a little bit, get ourselves some stamina back if we can. Oh, okay, yep, we took a torso hit. Time to go. Ow! Oh, don't bump into me. Okay, yeah, the bleeding's certainly accelerated slightly now, I'm noticing. Taking that one arrow messed us up a bit. They sound so close as well, which is even more... Yeah, they're right behind me. Hello? Yeah, I see a castle way off in the distance. There we go, we made it to Talmberg. Awesome. Phew. A bit of an improvement. Oh. Close miss. Out comes the Saracen blade.
Quickly, everyone! Get your asses here!
Hey! And loose!
Come on, hit him! Oh, close. No luck though, no luck. Hey Broad, good evening man, hope you're well. Alright, nice, they gave up the chase. Hopefully we can find someone to mend our wounds real quick. Choosing to go for a king, be a king hundreds of years ago. Good choice. Both of them good choices after all, but... Alright, so we have indeed made it home safely. Or, well, home. Made it to this nearby town, at least. Oh, you're one of the old-timers then, I see, Stage. That's nice, man. That's cool. Still new here. Brand new.
And bring hot wine and bandages.
I've been enjoying it so far. We're learning a few things, sure, but it's looking to be something I could definitely put some time into and hopefully make some good content out of as well, so...
Tell me, boy, who are you and where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
I've come from Skalitz. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the ground?
A huge army. They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Tatars?
Okay.
Tartars, you say? Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours. I don't know. Grit your teeth, boy. I'm gonna pull that arrow out.
Yeah. Not the best of ideas. Ooh. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt. Little known fact, by the way. If you ever get, if someone was to get hit by an arrow, depending on the type of arrow, it's sometimes better to push through rather than pull. Just
You're
let
lucky,
you know.
lad. The arrow missed the bone.
Good, good.
It only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand?
Here you go, man.
There you go. Good as new.
Right, right.
Thank you.
If you idlers nothing better to do, get back to work. You'll have to speak to Lord Divish. Can you manage?
Lord Divish, okay, pleasure to. We'll go ahead and make our acquaintance with this lord here. There he is. Ooh, a couple of doggos as well. That's cool. Very nice murals on the wall as well. On the wall.
Sir, this is a survivor from...
I heard, Robard. Tell me, boy, what exactly happened? Did you see the ensigns of the attackers? And were there any more survivors?
So, I don't know what army it was, but it was huge. There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz.
Indeed.
The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground. But a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. And as I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
Correct, correct.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army. Sacking Gutenberg must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks, they can't hold.
Indeed, Sir Robard.
I'll get them some help
Our
in time.
small garrison would be no help,
No.
even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe.
Yeah, probably.
What's your name, boy?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
I know him. Did he make it inside the castle?
Nope.
I'm sorry. It's in God's hands now. No one else can help us. Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us. Robard, take care of Henry. Make sure he gets something to eat and some rest.
Right, it's a start. It's a
And-
start.
Get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
It's a shame.
As you command, sir.
That means Skalitz won't be getting any assistance anytime soon. It's quite unfortunate. I have to figure this one out. Hopefully, yeah, hopefully the people there do indeed manage to survive. Hopefully we will be reunited sometime with Bianca if she made it in safely, for example. So, talk to Sir Robard, we said. That's the Chamberlain. It's a noble, we're not private area. Let's skedaddle our way out of here. Down here, I presume? Pleasure. Villager, Sir Robard, yes.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be
Thank
all
you.
done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I heard about your father. They say he was a swordsmith who moved to the countryside to make horseshoes.
Please tell me what happened in Skalitz.
I can't understand why he'd waste his talents, but I'm sure he had his reasons. He had a fine reputation. It's a great loss.
I see. Why did we lose reputation randomly? Okay. Interesting. So, there we go.
Ah, milady. You are fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad.
Have yourself a
Benjamin
good
here
night,
will keep
Gabriella.
going.
Thank you so much for joining,
No doubt too
and
tired and
actually for
Indeed.
finally
How
getting
could
me
he
to
not
play this
be,
game,
poor
and
soul,
I will
after
definitely
everything
enjoy
he's
it to the
been
max, and I look
You
forward
must
to
be as
making
hungry
more,
as a
playing it more
bear,
in the near future.
aren't
So
you,
be sure to
young
tune in
master?
whenever it's around. Have yourself a good night,
You
and
are.
thank you.
Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
Okay,
When
some
you're
good
done,
food.
you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, my lady.
All right, nice. Getting ourselves
Young Henry
some
here
board and
is
lodging.
overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, yes, thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, man.
Good night.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
I wonder if you actually have to go into the inventory and remove the boots. Otherwise, you'll get some additional dialogue for not doing so. That would be kind of cool.
Oh, something to eat.
Let's have some roast duck starters. Let's, I guess, have two. Inventory, I guess, yeah. So, roast duck, where are you? Food, right about there. One, and eat two. That'll help a little bit. Yeah, we are feeling a lot better now. We will take the bread and cheese, though, for later. At least we'll have something to munch on in the future if needs be. I do see some apples as well in the background. I will take all the cheese. Cheese, I'm pretty sure, is quite luxurious, all things considered. Apples, nothing to drink, and I will take one more roast duck. There we go. Yeah, the fatigue is starting to kick in here. Let's go ahead and find our lodging real quick. Back onto it. We need to leave the courtyard. Okay, we're definitely feeling the fatigue. I think it's this house over here. Yeah, this little house place. Thingamajig. Here we go. And the bed. Before we do so, let's go ahead and remove our boots if we can. There we go. Otherwise, he might end up saying something to us. And we can go ahead and sit and sleep. Hey, Sturm! Good evening, man. Good evening. First time playing. Yes, first time indeed. How are you tonight, mate? How are you? So let's go ahead and sleep. And, yeah. Get ourselves some good, well-needed rest, I'm sure. So how long do we need to sleep is the question. The more we sleep, the more it will adjust our energy and nourishment, I see. And nourishment does take a big hit. Let's go for 10 hours. 10 hours seems to be a good amount of time, I would say. Yeah, so far so good. Yeah. Enjoying it. Managed to make a bit of money as well from some robbery, but it's yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Lot to learn for sure. I probably do need to figure out how to clean my clothes. That's something I'm thinking, but we'll see.
Yes?
What was that? Oh, hi.
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady, no, not at all.
I'll try and learn as I go along.
What
I think
brings
that's
you
the
here?
that we'll keep it as clean a playthrough as possible, you know. But
Could do with a little
we'll see.
wine.
I mean, feel free to you know, if I do say I'm having issues,
Help you
I'm
see.
sure I will.
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going
question.
to. But to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you.
Yeah,
I came to offer you solace. To let you know you're not alone.
that's nice of you, milady. That's nice of you.
Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you. But I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world.
So far, in terms of combat experience, I went 2 rounds with Kuresh. I beat him on the second one.
Ease in time.
And I did the basic sword fighting thing at the beginning.
If you feel like it.
Okay. Intriguing. Wiser. Yeah, it's a good looking sword after all, so. Yeah, let's tell the story of the raid, sure.
You're right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands.
Okay, so from here we'll go for...
I met my friend.
I might have pressed the wrong one.
Ale House. When we heard Deutsch praising Sigismund, our blood boiled. My mates decided to teach that fool to mind his tongue. So, thanks to us, Deutsch had to scrape horse shit off his newly whitewashed house.
Probably pressed the wrong one. Yeah, that was a bad one. I misclicked. I panicked with the timer and went for the wrong one.
And I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzik.
Okay, so that's the one.
The sword was taking shape when Sir Radzik himself came to have a look.
I meant to go for that one, honestly.
Father's work and said that with his smithing skills, he could easily make a living in Prague or Vienna.
You don't say.
That's more like it. Reputation increase, maybe.
Was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town.
Yeah, I guess we'll just stick with this.
A horde of soldiers was amassed. Pennants flapped in the wind. The armor glinted in the sunlight.
Yeah,
and the horses
I can't see anything. Yeah,
they were waiting for Sigismund to give the command to attack.
How awful.
When I was speaking to Bianca earlier, she was just sitting down and she remained sitting down. So,
Father told me to take shelter in the castle while he went to get Mother.
Oh, so they did actually kill Bianca. Damn.
And then
That's
I saw
bad.
him knocking
problem.
down one Cuman after another. I never saw him fight like that. But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, a knight in full armor, saw Father and charged at him. He cut down my father without a thought. And then he turned on my mother. And he murdered her in cold blood.
You poor boy. May the Lord have mercy on their souls.
Yeah, I wasn't aware that it was Bianca, so
take cover, but I didn't make
mistakes were most definitely
I had
made.
to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle.
And part of me is really wishing I went back and made it so that Bianca survived,
And
honestly.
all that was happening.
Although I'm not sure if I would have been good enough to make her to save her.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench.
Oh, it was Teresa. Okay.
Human savages who planned to violate her.
Did I help or did I not? Is the question. Let's go ahead and say that we saved her, just for our conscience.
There were several of them, and they were better armed. I had to try and save her. I wanted there to be at least one person I'd helped.
No, we did not.
And I succeeded, even though it almost cost me my life.
That was a lie. A big lie.
After that, I stole a horse from them and rode off.
Really?
I'll never forget the horror.
Ooh. Yep, we lost reputation from that one.
Haunt me for the rest of my life.
Oopsies.
It's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors you went through, I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's
Music.
wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Not good. Really? Not good at all.
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do.
I'll keep that in mind, Stage, thank you.
We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Ooh, yeah.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom.
Wow, okay,
and only
okay.
then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years.
Very long time.
And
Very
was
long
Harvey
time.
punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly.
Yeah.
And he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
Yeah. Cards were dealt, right?
Lady,
Cards were dealt.
You're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that that were true,
Good
lad.
man, man. Good man.
Would it
Knows his stuff, knows how to
But what am
make
I
a person
doing
happy.
bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep.
Hey, you can leave the food. I don't mind.
I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
Good Henry. Good Henry. Yeah, no food for me. It's yeah, unfortunate. She did leave some sort of drink there, which is nice at least, but yeah, no food. She saw that I decided to steal all of the cheese from the pantry when after eating 2 roast duck legs. So yeah, she felt like I didn't need any more. Oh, hang on. Flashbacks.
Move it, people! Come on, we're running out of time! Quickly!
Yeah, this will probably haunt him for a long time, honestly.
We have to close the gates! You can't go back!
Henry, help us!
Help us, son.
Yeah. The guilt starts to come in. Well, I mean, there's not much he could have really done against an army. He's not Superman.
Henry,
None.
wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
Okay. Game saved. Nice.